to approve the following proposed resolution number 2016-25, a resolution approving the use of residential tax abatement for certain properties as provided in Chapter 10 of the City Code of Humboldt of Iowa.
These four qualifying properties fall within the city established property tax abatement incentive for new construction. As stated in there, this is not necessarily aggressive, but it is a forward-thinking incentive to help build our tax base. So while we will be foregoing taxes within, for the next 5 years, we will recoup those once they come back on the tax rolls. This follows, actually mirrors state requirements as well.
But this is only for the first
First
$75,000
Yes.
of the assessed value, so it's not.
That's the state law portion,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Move to approve.
Motion by Jim,
Second.
second by Darrell. Roll call vote, please.
Vermeer.
Aye.
Rusher.
Aye.
Davis.
Aye.
Goodell.
Aye.
And Slater.
Aye.
Motion carried. Well, that was the last of our scheduled agenda items. Travis, do you have anything you'd like to
I
share
want to
with us?
remind everyone that City Hall will be closed at noon on Friday in observance of the holiday. Other than that, I don't have anything too pressing at this time.
Gloria, do you have any this evening?
No, I don't.
You?
No, I don't.
Brett? Joel? John, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I missed the last meeting, and I noticed in the paper in the minutes and that came out that you discussed the bridge somewhat.
We did, a little,
And-
yes.
And I would just like to put my 2 cents worth in on that also. I think we're making a big mistake to repair the bridge as is, you know, and with what little dip there is there now, and Joel said, you know, people immediately noticed it, now nobody notices it.
Mhm.
And I've been paying attention to the water that they say is ponding there, and I don't see that big a problem. And I've been around construction a long time, and I guarantee you that when you repair that bridge, it won't be like the bridge is now.
That's right, it'll be nothing but trouble.
You can have an engineer, excuse me, Nick, but you can have an engineer, you can have a contractor, you can have anybody tell me that it's gonna be better, and you're not gonna have any problems, but in my opinion, we're gonna have problems with it.
I agree.
So that's, I
No,
just
that-
wanted to get that in.
No, I'm glad you did, because we had the discussion last.
Right,
last
when I was
council
gone,
meeting.
so.
The only
Is there
thing we-
anything to drilling a hole down through the
Yeah,
deck to drain
yeah.
water if it was necessary? Is that
I would
practical or
have
not?
bridge engineers look at that, as long as it doesn't affect it structurally. That would be a recommendation that you could look at.
Okay.
Anyway, that's all I.
That's
No,
all.
I appreciate it, thank you. It's nice to know. Jim, do you have anything?
No,
you'd
I
like
don't.
to add? The only thing I would add would be the conversation that we had with Sheriff Kruger this morning in regard to the Charger. It had another issue with it,
I
and
saw it on the flatbed all the
the
way.
warranty is just about run out. And one of the ideas that was brought up in the workshop this morning, department head meeting, was, do we need to look at buying an extended warranty on that vehicle, so in case it does develop further problems, that it will be covered? Otherwise, we're just about out of coverage on that. Or do we take that money that we would set aside for the additional warranty purchase, use that, and then trade that car and get a different vehicle? I mean, that's,
Are these all the same reoccurring problems? I mean-
think we've taken it down to Shimcast like 3 times because they can't work on it here at B&M because you gotta be a specialized mechanic or something like that. But they did replace like the 5th cylinder, crank and lifters and everything this time, and it really does sound pretty good this time now.
But I guess what I'm getting at, if they've been working on these under warranty for 2 years or whatever it's been,
a year, John, is all it's been, right?
a year, and then we're
Yeah.
still having problems with the same thing again, it should be covered under warranty whether it's extended or not.
See, that's what my question was.
That's what I'm thinking too, but
But it's, unless it falls under a recall portion, it won't be covered under warranty. One of my things I have
Is
to
this
check
issue
on
with
for
the small
the
engine,
extended warranty,
not the large
law
engine?
enforcement might not be
I
eligible
bought the
for it.
same
Oh.
car for the deputy, and I got a V8 in that one, and
2
this one
minutes
was
of
a
tape left.
V6, and we haven't had any problems with the deputy car. It's the V6, I think.
Have
that's
you
the
heard of any
issue.
problems with the V8s in anybody else's vehicles?
No,
Okay.
V6s I have.
Okay,
I think Webster City traded their car at like 38,000 on it, they just haven't had
so it's an
nothing.
issue.
Yeah,
How many miles are on it?
right now 32.
How much is the extended warranty, does anybody know?
I was just saying to Dan that I have to check and see, law enforcement package ones might not be eligible for an extended warranty, so I'd have to check.
How old is it?
A year.
Just a year, right?
Year and a half.
A year old,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, yes, Jim, we've had nothing but problems with that vehicle from day one.
Maybe we should consider trading it off.
And that was bought through the state bid, correct?
Yes, yeah, that
Yeah.
was bought through Shimcast with state bid.
Right?
My thinking was the same thing, John, if it's an existing problem and
Yeah.
it's been identified, why wouldn't it be covered? you
I
know,
mean, on a machine, when you sold a machine, if you had a problem with this, and you kept having a recurring problem, even if it went 3, 4 years, they still covered it.
What
But
about
maybe
the-
it's different with vehicles. I don't know.
I'll check with Shimcast tomorrow, see if that.
Now, if it's a different problem, then I can understand
Yep.
it not being covered.
Yep,
Would that be covered under the lemon law?
I don't think so.
You know, where you
If
have the
GM
same
had a
problem?
reoccurring problem with ignition,
They have to buy
they
it
wouldn't
back.
pay for it,
Yeah.
they wouldn't cover it
Yeah,
until they
I
came
can
out
check
with a
on that
recall
too.
10 years later.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't trust that.
But I mean, we can prove that we've had issues with this thing through
Right.
A&N and Shimcast, it's been an ongoing problem, and I'll check with Shimcast tomorrow.
Okay,
So when GM had their ignition issues, you were paying for ignition switches several times. It was not covered under warranty
Mhm.
until they decided that they were causing accidents, and then they decided they had to do a recall on it, so I don't,
and that's my concern, after the warranty runs out, we're
Mhm.
still having a troubled vehicle and stuck with.
I would say they're
full
probably trying to get out of
60,
paying, take
Yeah.
covering it.
Yeah.
You know, maybe Dodge is different, maybe they're better than GM was, as far as that went.
That's the only thing I had with that, then we need a motion to schedule Monday, April 4th, 2016 at 5:30 PM as a date and time for the next regular meeting of the Humboldt City Council, and to adjourn this session at 5:57.
So move.